来吧，我们还是老一套吧，先来搞这个吧。
好，OK，
还说今天其实是有了，诶，今天有了好像是不是？今天有了，今天有了，阿文，我已经收到你的那个推特通知了。
好，
Okay, it's a good thing. Hi guys, welcome to our show today. I think like Twitter might have fixed their bug of it. Okay, this is good news.
finally.
Yeah, bad news is I haven't connected the official account yet. Okay, maybe even if I connect it right now, it should work, right? Potentially.
Yeah,
Let me quickly do it.
here's
Even
our numbers
mhm,
is growing
right? Okay.
slowly.
Okay, let me do it and then Alvin in the same time you can tell everybody a joke.
Okay.
I actually Alvin, I never see you tell a joke. What's your best joke?
Um, joke. So
Mm-mm.
difficult for me, even especially in English,
Mm.
especially in English.
Especially English, but even in Chinese, you don't really tell joke.
When we listen so many jokes, we could find the best one.
Buckets and
So
information.
it's very difficult for me to pick one.
Mm. Okay, I'm just like connecting the official account, but I think like for the today we have so many things to talk about. For example, the the recent exposure for many parties. I think like many people uh are focusing a lot on that. Like Zach XBT as well as like Jane Street was exposed. So now like Jane Street has already deleted all of their tweets. Did you see that?
Yeah, yeah. Just got exposed and everyone saying uh the dumping pressure from mainstream is the main reason that
For UST.
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying like the exposure or the leakage of this information just like destroy everybody's like thinking about quantitative trading. Like it's more like a insider information trading. I do think in
Mhm.
crypto there are so much insider information trading and it's happening everywhere. But uh but it's just like so easy to do.
Yeah, even in traditional industry, still many insider trading. But yeah,
Mm.
with regulation, they may not like performing so clear.
Let me like pull out the Jane Street article that I sent out to you yesterday. You remember, right?
Yeah, many many people are talking about this,
And then I can
and
also share this out.
some
Mm.
people even talking about, oh, they just deleted their tweet or something, but actually, uh, Gentry uh, hadn't posted anything previously or following any other accounts. So something happening always like this when a bad thing happen. Um, some people will just talk things without evidence.
So what the fact that we already know is that they were fined in 2023 to India. I think 5 billion or something like that. But the whole year of operation of like how much they earned in India was like 8 times of that fine amount.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah, sorry for the interruption. I have to like put my cat down. And then basically, I think it's like through interest chat where they said, oh, during the Terra Luna debugging, they know that they were trying to save the token, but they still did one single large transaction during the depegging. When I think like the peg of UST is back to 0.97, and then they did a 75 million transaction, basically exhausted the whole curve pool during that time and put the pack back to like 0.82, and then essentially like everything is down to zero.
Yeah.
Mm. I remember that time actually. What I was I doing? I think I was also watching like the USD depegging. And then a lot of people at that time they made a lot of money by like shorting it. But there's
Mm.
also many people like who believe like this thing gonna go back to its pack, lost majority of their money, and especially like I think the Luna team, like people who really believed in the project, they lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Mm,
Especially Korean.
yes. Um, And then in this article, it also talks more about like how they use like options to manipulate like different cryptocurrency pricing. But I guess like everybody should like take when you look at those like information, just like take it with a grain of salt. I'm just wondering like why now? Why they are exposed right now? Are they like under investigation or what is it? Everyone is asking, is Jan 3 why Bitcoin isn't at 150K? As expected, the answer is trickier than the question, but it's also more structurally unsettling than the conspiracy theory itself. Okay, let's see. The billion-dollar question everyone is asking today: does Jane Street suppress Bitcoin price? This question deserves a precise answer, and the most important thing to understand upfront is that it is not really a question about Jane Street. It is a question about a structure feature for Bitcoin ETF architecture that applies equally to every authorized participant in the ecosystem. By EBIT alone, that list, including Jane Street Capital, JP Morgan, Macquarie, Virtu, Goldman Sachs, is genuinely misunderstood. Okay. You would expect an arb buyer to step in, redeem shares for Bitcoin, and close the gap. But any AP is an arb buyer. They control the pipes, which means their incentive around closing that gap are not the same as the third party desk operating without creation. Right. The short EBIT exposure could, in principle, be hedged with long spot Bitcoin, but it need not be so long as the chosen instrument maintain tight correlation. The obvious substitute is BTC futures. particularly given their capital efficiency. The critical implication: if the hedge is futures rather than spot, then the spot was never bought. The gap can't close via the natural arb mechanism because the natural arb buyer choose not to buy spot.
Mm.
But each degree of separation between the hedge and the underlying introduce dirty basis risk that compounds across the structure, and in stress conditions, basis risk exactly with disclosure, dislocation emerge. Okay. I think mainly it is saying like the pricing, not inefficiency, but it's some sort of inefficiency because the before maybe your pricing was just coming. Let's say if you talk about stock, right? Your pricing gonna come from your stock actual trading, and then sound like ETF buyers, and then maybe the ETF settles daily, right? And then you also have like futures for the stocks or options for the stocks. But now I think for cryptocurrency, it's a bit more even more complicated. You also have like perpetuals. so so how do you bring all the pricing together? Um, is is more like a mathematical question, in my opinion. And then this kind of inefficiency across different venues, as well as like different asset kind, will always exist until like we figure out an effective way to bridge the pricing across those venues.
Yeah, so it's kind of a way of regulation arbitrage rather
Mm,
than uh, I think maybe today if not Jane but other institution will do the like this under this kind of circumstance.
yeah.
Mm, okay.
Within I'm just continuing to read. Okay. The integrity is correct. The price discovery. So it's just like makes the discovery a bit higher, more friction because the settlement time as well as the liquidity for each of those instruments is very different. So let's say if like IBIT, it has like lower liquidity, right? Then it's easier to manipulate that specific asset. I'm not saying it has lower liquidity. I'm just giving you an example, like whichever has the lower liquidity and has longer time to settle or longer time window to settle is easier to manipulate because you can pretty much like arbitrage across the settlement time window. Mm. Versus like for the crypto market, it's instant.
Hmm.
Okay, this is this is my reading of this. So basically, whatever what Jeff Park is saying here is that, by the way, Jeff Park is the Bitwise like CIO. So he
Yeah,
does
I know.
understand a lot about traditional finance as well, like crypto ETFs and everything.
Yeah, actually, he's very active on X, so um often see his posts and get some insight from this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So going back to what we are talking about, right? Probably Jane Street is not the only counterparty is utilizing those instruments to arbing across the venues and to, like if it's needed, like to to suppress the pricing when it's like gonna give them like huge benefit, right? And on the other side, I don't think like one fund can have like the size of the capital where you can really like manipulate the whole market unless like you coordinate a couple of vendors or a couple of firms or whatever counterparty is together to attack. Not
Hmm.
sure if attack is the right wording. Um, but I think like coordination of capital attack is happens often in the finance market.
Yeah, yeah.
mm, mm, mm.
Sure.
And then this kind of okay, this kind of war, economic or financial war, gonna continue to happen throughout the year.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
There are so many wars happening recently, no matter in the crypto space, but also AI.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, this is like the next topic we're gonna dive into next, right? Which I think Alvin, you just sent me a quick report you did this morning, where basically there are a lot of people talking about Web 4.0, and it's like this AI created by Siegel.
yeah,
Okay, let me pull out the the tweet he basically sent out 7 days ago.
yeah. And you can see Vitalik commented on this post, saying
Yeah.
that he's against with it.
So okay, let's first watch the video, right? So basically, the background information is Siegel Wen. He claimed a week ago, says he built the first AI that earned its existence, self improves and replicates without a human, and he wrote this like whole article as well as this video about it.
Yeah, we can simply like input the command in our COI
Yeah.
to execute it. But Vitalik posted a lot of comments uh, uh, about this, saying that all this ecosystem is building on top of the centralized AI system rather
Yeah.
than the decentralized ecosystem we expect, maybe on Ethereum or on Base or something. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's one of the main reason why Vitalik is like this. Mm.
Let's take a look, right? So basically, it's a saying that okay, this machine will create the apps and product by themselves, and it's like, and basically you prompt a couple of different like sovereign agents so that they will do their own job to try to either earn more money or improve the inefficiency that exists
Yeah.
in whatever market in the current world. And then Vitaly was like, bro, this is wrong.
Bro,
Bro, this is wrong. Lessening the feedback distance between humans and AIs is not a good thing for the world. Okay, crazy.
yeah,
You are generating slop instead of solving useful problems for people. It's not even well optimized for people having fun. Once AI becomes powerful enough to be truly dangerous, it's maximizing the risk of an irreversible anti-human outcome that even you will deeply regret.
oh,
The
wow.
point of Ethereum is to set us free, not to create something else that goes off and does some stuff freely while our own situation is unchanged or worsened. And as others have pointed out, the models are run by OpenAI and Anthropic. So the thing is not even self sovereign. You are actually perpetuating the mentality that centralized trust assumptions can be put in a corner and ignored. The
Mm,
very mentality that Ethereum is at war with. The exponential will happen regardless of what any of us do. That's precisely why this era's primary task is not to make the exponential happen even faster, but rather to choose its direction and avoid collapse into undesirable attractors. Yeah.
mm.
And then he responded, bro, this is inevitable. And his counter argument is like, ensure humanity is ready for super intelligent autonomous systems is to building the open in real environments. We need to experiment, iterate, understand, and set the right guardrails early on. It's hard to do that in reinforced learning test environments. You need real world constraints, survival economics. If an AI produces flops, it is ignored, can't afford its compute, and dies. What do you think of it? What's your thoughts
Mm,
on this?
mm. Sounds very makes sense. Sounds makes sense to align what Vitalik is hoping
Mm.
for the Ethereum ecosystem. Yeah.
I mean, personally, I think this is definitely inevitable, and I think like last year, middle of last year, I already wrote AI is very centralized, and crypto, the technology, blockchain, whatever is like making the trust more decentralized. So it's kind of like balancing factor. Mm, uh, but I guess it's hard for me to imagine the implication because last live stream we also talk about like how we are working every day using more AI tools, also expediting the self reinforcing loop of AI replacing human beings or humanoids replacing human beings, right? And this weekend, it's not a trend anymore. It's reality happening everywhere every day uh, around us.
Yeah.
Uh, But like if to be honest, if Siegel is not the person who created this, right? This self-improving and also he so-called sovereign agents, someone else will do it. And then
Yeah.
that's why like every capitalist or every founders they are trying to front run each other because everyone we all see the future will be dominated by robots, will be dominated by information system as well as like execution system combined with the information system and as well as the social media platform where it will have very dominant influence on people's mind share. So that's why like now all the major conglomerates are working their best to capture the market share, the mind share of that, or to accumulate, say, physical resource, energy, right? To be able to have a say in the future. So for this, I don't think you can pursue anyone in this playground to say, "Oh, stop doing what you're doing." It's
Yes,
it's
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 so
wrong
hard.
for the
It's
human being. Like,
impossible. It's
yeah,
impossible.
it's impossible. Like then they will say, "Oh, I know it's for humanity, but it's inevitable. If I don't do it, then someone else will do it. What's the difference?" Like, basically, that's the claim, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
Vitalik thinks local model with like uh ZKML is the only trustable decentralized path for make everything happening. But
Mm.
uh all of these things take time.
I think ZKML is an area where I am personally very interested in. I started to look for projects that's working on that 2 3 years ago, and then you also have like ZKTLS. Essentially, those kind of things have very important applications in different industries. For example, say if you are a vendor, right, and then we are trying to democratizing the trust between two different financial institutions, then you will forge a PDF or whenever you are submitting financial information to me, to my company or to agent, right? You can revise the PDF just like and this happens everywhere. But using like ZKTLS, you can basically like verify or whether this PDF or this information has been forged or not, whether it has been revised or not. I think this is like worth implementing, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Uh, but the question is like, no matter how advanced your technology is, there's always some way to front run it. um, and then I mean, what's the implication on us, right? For Web 4.0, when AI read, writes, and own without the humans. So I do think, uh, and this I actually put a little bit more think into like a while ago is like I think accountability, because essentially people always argue about the ownership in real life, right? No matter the ownership of a property, ownership of a land, ownership a piece of shares of the company. And then for the AI, it's the same thing. Uh Legally speaking, how like if AI does something wrong, who is going to take the responsibility? I don't think you can make the AI take the responsibility. So maybe AI will replace all the execution, but it doesn't replace the accountability. And I wrote this like tweet actually 2 days ago, right? So at the end of the day, no matter what additional function AI creates or abstract away from the human being, or they actually did some value transfer between parties, you still need like very clear structure of like who is accountable for what and where is the risk or the capital transferred from which party to which party. That I don't think it will be replaced by AI. Otherwise, it will be so wrong. Basically, if AI can start to take responsibility, then human beings can say, "Oh, it's not it's not created by me. It's done by this AI, right?" Then the world gonna be a really messy world. Mm. And and that's why I think during the next era, the establishment of the AI laws of like how we put constraint on it is really important. But there will also be a period of chaotic time where uh, the the lawmakers or the legal makers, it's because it's very early and people are continuously to come up with new AI systems that are disrupting the world order. So in that way, like maybe for some initial phase, you will see some bad incidents happening, and then after that, it will be regulated because
Yeah,
usually the legal or all the lawmaking is delayed to but delayed compared to the invention of new technology.
yeah.
We
Actually,
probably
there
gonna
are
see.
so many
Yeah,
tragedies uh from like using AI the wrong way happening in the last since last year.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
saw one. There's a tragedy happening in a school that over 10 students died in the accident, and some supervisors at uh, OpenAI they know this, but they just can like report this to their uh like a higher level of their supervisor or something. So the tragedy happened. Yeah, they just can't stop it.
mm-mm. Yeah. I always ask the question, who is responsible, right? And I also had heard the argument before that people say the creation of institutions and the creation of companies literally like alleviating or removing the responsibility from an individual level to the company level so that nobody within the organization gonna feel they're responsible for that. It's somewhat true. Like the argument is somewhat true. But I feel like okay, if you drive the parallel comparison, then in this case, the creation of AI is it somewhat the alleviation of the responsibility from human being to AI on the surface level. Mm.
Mm, yeah.
I
And
I
we can even feel that with the burst from open cloud, there are still many like big LLMs companies embracing the trend, and they are pushing hard about to make everyone uh to install like open cloud more easily to push the market share of the LLMs like Minimax. I just saw the post.
mhm,
They can make people easily install their open cloud from
mm,
their cloud custody service. Yeah.
mm,
So one of the KOLs mentioned these as the iPhone 4 moment, because if there are more big companies doing like this, the adoption rate of open cloud will be
mm.
growing very fast, yeah, in the coming months.
Yeah. I think there's also people like literally I see some on some of the applications in China, right? They are charging people to help them to install OpenClaw. Uh,
So many
right?
businesses around this. Yeah,
Yeah. But for majority of the people, have you thought about like what are you using OpenClaw for?
yeah. Doesn't mean people thinking about this. Even by Mac Mini, yeah, it's the same thing.
I mean, I know like Alvin, you created so many bots to help you, like learn Japanese to train your body. What else are you using? Like one week,
Automation of
last week.
automation of aggregate the information and writing contents.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, that's still the main purpose of doing like this.
mm,
And
mm, mm.
today, one of the strongest information aggregator team called 6551, they just open source their information engine for uh, let everyone installed on their AI agent,
What
like
is it called?
MCP or something. That
What is
means
it called?
search the post. It's already over 200K views. Yeah. Oh, for the yeah, still open cloud. For open cloud to check over 50 source instantly, real time.
Oh, news. I mean, okay. Are you using it? I'm just like taking a look at what they did.
Not already, but I will.
Mm.
Not yet, but I will.
And then all the news are okay. I'm just like taking a look at the latest news, quick market overview. Oh, this is their API, ai.6551.io.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they are very strong for real time. They are also building their own like news trading bots like Gen. Yeah,
Oh, this is so basically they have already been doing all the news aggregation, and then they
yeah,
are just opening open source their API so that everybody can build on top of that.
yes, yes.
I see. Oh, this is good.
Even without API key.
Yeah,
So
this is
just the
good.
command.
Mm. Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing my page. I was like just so
Yeah,
6551 news is like a news aggregator, and they're just like opening it up because they already
yeah,
did it. So why don't they like open source it?
yeah. But they will like make all the arbitrage space much smaller than ever, right?
Mm. So you can also do the open cloud they added is like you can get Twitter by you Twitter user by ID, get their tweets. Okay. I see. Okay. Sounds good. Another thing I want to mention is the cloud for financial services. So literally, like they have feed all the financial capabilities into the
Yeah,
cloud code, and then you can. I don't think you need any specific industry knowledge for accounting, for private equity, for quantitative trading. Like
yeah.
basically, it's all feed there for the
Research,
financial. Yeah.
research intern only costs like twenty
Mm.
dollars per month right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and also like you don't even need to find the data sources because they kind of like connect the data sources for you,
Yeah,
and
indeed.
then they not only connect the data source but also they analyze it for you.
Mm.
So
And this,
mm,
yeah, Also, Perplexity also rolled out a new function called computer, and someone just make uh, a free Bloomberg on top of this today, and it's very hot content today. It's
Oh, someone created a free Bloomberg. Okay, let's take a look. What is it called?
so crazy. It's, it's a function rolled out in like just last time. And you can see
Perplexity. Okay.
actually finance.
Okay, this is an analysis on India.
Yeah, yeah. I just simply go through the introduction. They can like route work across nearly 20 different models at the same time.
Yes. You have like relevant index, value, ownership. Wow. How much is Bloomberg charge every month? I'm wondering.
Let me see.
Yeah, insider transactions that wow. This is so cool.
Yeah. With more than one terminal will rise next year to over 2,000. Student subscription for $10. Oh, so cheap. Much cheaper than I thought. Perplexity AI just turned a oh 30K per year Bloomberg terminal into a 200 per month subscription. Yeah, there's a news talking about this.
Yeah. I feel like um, at the end of the day, every single new AI tool that helps us to get more information out there, we need to ask ourselves the questions like, how am I going to integrate it into my daily live stream? Okay, first is whether I want to integrate it into my daily decision making workflow. Second is how is the best way that I'm gonna utilizing it, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a I think at the end of the day, I classify things into probably like two categories. One category is like whether ingesting this information gonna help me to make better decisions to gain either more efficiency or financial returns. Second category is like this thing is like super entertaining. It just like makes me happy, like increase my dopamine, right? Those two things, and then I will allocate my attention and time into that, like
yeah,
respectively.
yeah. And the most interesting thing is that there are so many new CLI popping up this week in like Port Market and Minara included. So just like I said previously, the time we spend on CLI, like cloud code, will much longer than any other search engine or social media platform
Mm,
for work purpose, research purpose than ever. Yeah. So we can easily like install the Polymarket CLI with our own terminal. So we can easily track and build a dashboard, customized dashboard within 5 minutes. And this is also retweeted by the Android, uh, the OpenAI OG guy, Copperthy.
mm.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. Wow. And then, like just to add a bit more context, the cloud like financial services thing. This person
Hmm.
also created a tweet thread about like how he used the wealth management plugin. First of all, this is the Cloud Pro plan is like 17 months, 17 per month if you choose the annually bill. And then you download you start to use the co-work tab, add the plug-in for wealth management. Right here, you can also see like financial. So under wealth management, you have like client report, review, financial plan, proposal, rebalance, TLH stuffs. And
So we don't
then
need any like CFA or CFP exam in the future.
yeah, and then you can also like propose, you can also tell them, I think pretty much you can tell the bot that, oh, right now this is my composition of my assets owning, how much cash I have, how much other asset class I have, right? And then my goal is, say 10 years later I want to have this amount of money, can you propose me like a wealth
Yeah,
management
FA.
portfolio?
It's what
Mm,
FA do.
yeah, and then they will also like pop like this, like a client review package where, oh, they will tell you this is how much you need to allocate, right?
Yeah,
So
so great.
here,
We are starting to feel like many ways of eliminate friction
oh,
for
I didn't
financial.
share the screen. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Ah,
sharing. So
it's
here, like,
okay.
basically, like you have like a even like a performance review, and it will
Oh
generate
shit.
like the target allocation. And then I'm pretty sure like once you say, okay, I you can even connect your brokerage account, right? Say, oh, this
Hmm.
I have already allocated my portfolio based on your recommendation, and you can continue to track it like with the real time data and the returns. And then over the time, like let's say if you give the system more delegation in terms of like the execution rights, then it can auto rebalance for you in a sense.
So this function costs like $70 per month.
17.
Seven,
1 7.
17.
Here.
Okay. Oh
Well, I mean,
damn.
they haven't, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can connect or you can write your own code to connect the execution part for that, right? But
Yeah.
I guess they don't have the function where you can connect your brokerage account yet, but this I don't think it will be like such a hard thing to build for the
Hmm.
connection. Like n- either a cloud will do it or some developers building on top of cloud will do it. It's a matter of like who gonna grasp the opportunity.
Yeah. I just can feel like the same feel the SARS apocalypse when these giants rolling out a new function. There's a disruption of the industry. But we're still at the early stage. I just saw a chart like showing that the differences between different industry, the adoption rate of AI for technology and LLMs is over 50%. But for like real estate or gaming industry, still lower than 10%. Yeah. But maybe over the year, nearly 80% of industries are all the adoption rate are all over 50% or something.
Mm. Working using AI is the new game for a lot of developers. They don't need a game anymore. I
Yeah,
feel like,
or PM or product managers. I think the product managers will be the almighty one. Even then, engineers in such
oh,
a
you mean like how much they love the AI tooling?
yeah, because they know how to talk. They know the architecture of how to build up a like product line or something. Yeah. Or senior engineers because they have the ability to build an architecture than junior. So
Yeah. Now
so
I'm curious.
yeah.
Actually, I want to play this out today.
Yeah, we should. It's very important um related to our jobs.
Mm-mm. But I think like no matter how AI is good, there's still some niche knowledge, especially like private company data that you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. AI will be good on high level framework information, but it's never good in terms of like, okay, how you put the execution under this specific region or jurisdiction, how the user behaves like that. Like I think even though most of the AI companies they will have this kind of data, but it's not like they are sharing or they are they have been publishing those information to the general public yet
Mm,
for user behaviors.
exactly.
And also like um so for those things, I think like if you can use AI to learn the general infrastructure, the framework, high level like business knowledge, right? And then combine it with your in real life or your deep knowledge within that industry as well as like actual client data, that would be super super powerful.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
I mean, yesterday I was literally like joking with my CTO. I was like, "Hey, I have a product idea. I don't know if we want to build it right now, but me personally, I really need it." So, I don't know how this works in Taiwan, Alvin, but in the United States, you when you go to a post office or when you call the bank, insurance, when you call the hospital, whatever you need to do, right? You need to get on the phone call for like hours waiting line and then they it's like it's just crazy. And I was like, okay, so now because you have AI who can generate like voice message using your voice sample, like your sample voice, right? So basically I can have a prompt where I say, hey, Maina AI, please help me to call this hospital to first like help me to set up an appointment with this like doctor on what day or on the earliest possible. Second is like also ask the doctor or his or her assistant to clarify the breakdown of the cost and everything, right? And then maybe you also have some questions you really need an answer. So I would just use it. I just want to use an AI to, make the phone call for me on behalf of me and then figure out the exact answer and then
Oh,
also maybe be very good at negotiation because maybe like on that day I'm just like softer, but you can actually use negotiation skill set to push for more information or push for
mm,
like a more accurate, a better pricing, whatever it is, right? Mm.
yeah.
That
Like you
that
say, this kind of queuing service is very already very popular in China. Like if someone they are they want to go to their famous restaurant, they may need someone to help them to do
Oh, yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah. I
thing.
use that. I use that. You can pay literally like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
30. This was popular like 2, 3 years ago. You can literally pay
Yes.
$30.
Yeah,
And
but
then
things will be totally different when things related to personal information. Yeah, privacy issue, right?
yeah, yeah.
For
But I
for
mean, it
hospital or
mm,
any other
if
things.
I run this locally, let's say I set up a local environment, I store all my personal information, which will not be uploaded to the cloud, and then, but then I okay, I made sure all of that is ready. Then I can use my local machine to call those person, right? Even the calls can be also confined in a way, right? I will do all the risk management by myself, and then basically like the my AI bot, Maina AI can call all those vendors endlessly, like 24/7 until like
Mm.
you get it. Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
but I think like there will be some compliance issue. So so I was trying
It's
to
like a
like
like a two sword problem. Yeah.
you mean double-edged sword.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 it is, it is. But like at that time, right, when I had this idea, I was just like, okay, I want to build this because this is really, really painful. And for me, I'm like I'm super impatient with those things. And I always like I was just like, can we get to the point? Which I think like for whoever like who received my phone call may like if I'm trying to slow down then the conversation will be nice. But if I just like try to get to the point, then like the other counterparty may be also uncomfortable. So it might be a better idea for Maina AI to go talk to those
Oh,
different people. What do you think?
yeah. Under some circumstances, yes, agreed.
Mm, yeah, but in that way, the counter argument is okay. All those like vendors will also create AI, so it's like AI talking to AI and trying to get information from each other.
Agent to agent.
Agentic commerce.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting.
So maybe I think like when the system is kind of optimizing away, then the trend would be like maybe agent to agent, the conversation only takes like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, bully shall circle.
You don't need the call anymore. You're just like, okay. Hmm,
Yeah.
hmm.
Mm,
And then
interesting.
where does the negotiating power lies in? There's no negotiation. There are some industries they just have like absolute controlling power on the pricing. I'm not going to name it, but it's just
Mm.
amazing
We
to
all
see.
know that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I am in those kind of business all the every day I wake up, I'm like, oh wow. Okay,
Actually.
jokes aside, let's continue. So, oh, by the way, did Zach XBT
Oh,
disclose who he gonna expose?
let me see.
Let me share.
Oh yeah, yeah, Axiom. Axiom is the result.
Really?
Yeah, Axiom. So not Meteora. Yeah, this it's kind
Meet
of
where's Borrox? Brooks Barr, one of the multiple Axiom Exchange employees, allegedly abusing the lack of access controls for internal tools to look up sensitive user details to inside trade by tracking private wallet activity since early 2025. Axiom is a crypto, yes, by Miss and Cal in 2024. After going through Y Combinator's winter 2025 batch, it quickly became one of the most profitable companies in the space, generating 390 million in revenue to date. I was retained to investigate allegations of misconduct at Axiom after receiving reports.
well, this tool, the trading volume of this tool got over like 30, 37 million. Wow.
Mm.
Oh, nearly 40 million right now. So crazy.
Wow. I mean, on the
It's
other
very
side,
ironic when prediction like this, like, oh, what's the insider, what's the result of insider trading? It's all about insider trading. We most people don't know the result, but they wanna game on it. But I think it's meaningless. Yeah.
the thing is that, yeah, okay. I'm
But
let's
I didn't
mm,
spend any money on this. Yeah.
me neither. Okay,
I think the
so
best strategy is that maybe within 30 minutes after the news coming out, we just buy all the no option of the all parties on it. I think that's the best smart strategy.
mm,
When rather than betting on one of the project teams on it.
so they are basically using the internal system to track like KOL wallet.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, if I have to be 100% honest, like for the all the companies like on the list, like I'm pretty sure there's like other things I'm going like, and we all know that, right? But I mean, is there any legal, I guess, execution after this? Maybe they could, because the team is facing New York and San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
Because the thing is that if like the team that you are accusing of like having fraud or having kind of illegal activities, they live in other continentals, then I think it's very hard for you to put them, say, oh, into any legal consequences, which is such a tragedy.
Yeah.
We are surprised and disappointed to hear that the
By the way, I think the growth is much stronger than ever um, in the past few weeks.
Oh, you
We can
mean
see
growth
the
results?
we can see not only the feeling, but also the exact result of the arena, AI arena. There's a better feel for this, right?
Oh
The
yes, yes.
search
I will
arena
share.
Grok ranks the top one, beating GPT, Gemini, and Cloud. And for text arena, Grok ranks fourth, under Cloud and Gemini. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, I thought I was sharing my screen, but here's like the tweet thread I'm reading through. I will share it here so that in case anyone is interested.
Oh, yeah. I saw so many screenshots of Discord profiles in some of my friends' chats.
Oh, you mean those things? Yeah. They are like basically labeling the wallet addresses so that they can also do some more insider trading.
Yeah, they could simply do the copy trading, right?
Oh, what can you say? And then okay, wallet market. Well, we were saying okay, yeah, 9 million.
They
Wow.
can they can buy yes themselves
Yeah.
before the polls are
Yeah.
easy money.
The most entertaining results will always be the actual results. That's true. Okay. Yeah. But but I wonder like legal consequences, guys, please. So you see like oh the Axiom team was like, oh, we're gonna research. Yeah. Alvin, it's more money making to work for than exchange. Maybe we should change our job. Just joking. Just joking. It's a
We all
joke.
know that. We all know that.
We all know, yeah. ASEAN is only operating starting what 2025 or end of 2024, right? Think about all the other exchanges. Okay, should we take a look at the AI thing? Uh,
Maybe the competition between Anthropic and others.
I mean, the AI trading competition, I think is still ongoing. The North One AI.
Oh,
Yeah. Because that I keep tracking because we are also running our own like AI trading bot internally.
oh, nice.
So Grok is yes,
Oh,
the
they are the best.
right now, yeah. I think
Oh,
this
damn.
index kind of like update not it's update in real time.
Okay.
Mm.
Cloud only ranks 11. Oh,
Their average
Kimi
hold
ranks
is
8th.
look at this. Their
Oh,
average holding is 7 hours. And you can even
yeah.
see what they are holding live, you know.
Hmm. And we can clearly see uh, much more like giants in China ranking up. That there are three to four companies top 10 in top 10.
Mm. Grok is mainly trading stocks. Palantir, Nvidia, Microsoft.
Microsoft,
Okay. But this is like last seven
last
trades.
7 trade. Okay.
What is it like doing right now? It should have like a live. I remember they have like a live details on what it is holding. Yeah.
Oh,
They are longing Microsoft, but they're also
yeah,
longing Nvidia. Okay.
yeah. Microsoft is performing bad as the proxy of OpenAI or something, and Google with cloud, Google with Entropy.
This is GPT. This is Grok
Oh,
or
that's why they are bullish of Microsoft. GPT is related to Microsoft, right?
oh no, this is the Grok position.
Oh,
Grok position is like learning Palantir. Oh my
Palantir.
god. And learning also learning Microsoft. But by the way, like all the defensive stocks have took a hit yesterday.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. Like LMT, also DFM. So I added some position. Anyways, okay. I think this is enough for our 1 hour. We forgot to do our usual thing.
oh,
You you know what? Okay, let's do it.
price.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally, you have a bounce back.
Finally, we
Much
have a
better.
some more cause, like a bullish outlook, short term, near term, bullish outlook,
Oh,
possible 80,
80K. Wow.
90K, 80K.
Hmm, okay.
I remain to hold my opinion of like this year will be super volatile, and I don't. I think like for this kind of bump, I treat it more like short term.
Yeah.
But would I DCA? Probably. Would I start like right now? Am I DCAing? Mm. I have DCA some, but not everything. I would buy more defense stock. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think, Alvin?
Um, Still waiting the downtrend of stocks myself.
I think a lot of people are expecting a huge crash in stock, but I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Maybe Q2.
You too? Why? Just a feeling?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Not.
but stocks in Taiwan and Korea is performing so well.
I
Are
know.
performing
I
so
saw
well.
it on the
So
timeline. I'm like, oh,
crazy. So crazy.
I know. I know. People
Yeah.
start to talk about like how Samsung should be like a multi-trillion company. I'm like, wow, what's going on in this world?
Yeah. The index price of Korean like rising up 50% these days.
Mhm. But the aftershock of the yen carry trade unwinding is baking into the economy, and I think like people are slowly forgetting about that part.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you guys. I think this is a good ending. At least it's a positive ending. We're seeing a lot of like a decent amount of volume of calls happening in crypto market. Let's see like how it goes like next Tuesday. But I think like if I want to conclude this episode or in terms of how AI is replacing all the execution part, um, if we already know the trend is inevitable, then it's very important to find our own positions within this world. Right? What do you want AI to replace you with, and what do you and which part cannot be replaced by AI and should be experienced by yourself? Um, the answer will vary, depends on each of the individuals. But I think that's essentially how you find your inner peace, as well as like decide like how you're gonna allocate your time and resources to for different activities.
Yeah. Um, when we are still students, we
Mhm.
always do like a SWOT analysis for ourselves with the society and the job. But now we need to do another one between us and AI. It's totally different.
Mm. Anyways, all the any words before we get into the weekend.
Ah. Mm. Be real and be native. Be
Be
real.
native and be native. What does native mean?
Um, no, maybe I still can see so many like crypto native expecting the new things coming out,
Mm,
especially the agents related things. Yeah. So I'm talking about this also to myself. Expect to meet more people like this, meet more crypto native people
mm.
with this kind of spirit.
The good thing about AI, I feel from the life is like I think the cost of like ordering delivery is a little bit lowered, and also the distance or like how so maybe 2 3 years ago or 3 4 years ago, if you want to get some Chinese food across the town, right, it's either they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't deliver it to you or it will take much longer. But I can see that it's the timing has decreased, and then and there are more and more vendors like that that are willing to deliver to anywhere in New York City. I don't know about other parts. Okay, I'm just speaking from my own experience. um and I want to look into more result. Is it because like oh people who are working on the delivery increase, or is it more like the 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 logistics system for delivering has been improved so much that like you can basically the cost is lower and it's much more efficient. Like in China, we know it's because of you have so many people working on this, and there are so many like vendors competing for the lower cost, the faster delivery, right? But in New York City, I don't know. I don't know what's causing it, and I can imagine like one day there will be all the robots, which is already on the road. Like they're delivering through drones, they're delivering through those robots.
Mm,
Uh, then you can basically get your food in a very cheap way, uh, very fast way. I mean, is it good for me personally? I think so because then I have much more choice, lower cost, and then I don't need to cry about oh I need more Chinese food, right? But overall, society wise, like more people gonna lose job, more competition for restaurants. Mm. It's always a trade off, and there's always
mm,
someone, some party is gonna pay that cost.
mm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's not end on that note. Every guy,
It's
everyone,
a heavy topic. It's a heavy
everyone have
topic.
a great weekend. Drink some bubble tea.
Yeah. Drink some bubble tea. Yeah.
drink some, drink some bubble tea. I miss Taiwan bubble tea.
Mm.
Taiwan has the best.
Taiwan bubble tea is the best.
Yeah. Okay. Let's end on this. Taiwan has the best. What is your favorite bubble tea in Taiwan? Owen.
Tell them drink this kind
Okay.
of
Alvin doesn't drink.
quite a
I
long time.
drink so many
蒸
different
煮
bubble
丹，
teas.
蒸煮丹，
珍珠丹. Oh, 珍珠丹. I think 春水堂 is also good.
not bad, not bad.
Okay. Guys, drink some bubble tea this weekend. Wherever you are, it's gonna make you happier. Drink some
Mm. It's
drink
just
some
like
liquid with
快乐
sugar.
星期 just like Crazy Thursday in China, right? 疯狂星期四.
疯狂星期四, yeah. We need a bubble tea Thursday. Okay.
Ah, yeah, or Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.